High Grade Gundam Heavyarms. I want to give this kit a solid review, but I am definitely conflicted. What is up? Today we are taking a look at the High Grade Gundam Heavyarms from Gundam Wing. This kit was released in 2020, so it's a relatively new kit with all things considered. But just a quick look around the box, there's so many details. If you want to pause right here to read a little bit more about this suit. This is definitely the American favorite, and it makes sense just because of all the guns, of the missiles, you know, just heavy, but yet still flies through the air like a trapeze, thanks to Troa. So on the unbox, you can see there's not a ton of runners in here. There is some polycaps with this kit, as you can see right there, some color correcting decals. We'll come back to that a little bit later, but opening up the manual, you can see just the overall layout of it. Nice little description, everything on here again. Just a couple of the nice mechanics that come with it. Simplistic build all the ways through. I did a live stream on this, so if you want to check it out, the link is down below in the comments. But looking at the overall build, it's a very quick build. And keep in mind, this is actually a 2020 kit, so it's not that old. It's during that COVID year that we all want to forget. But a quick look at all the different colors. You have a nice variety of reds and whites and a few yellows mixed, kind of splashed in there. A little bit of underframe, and then of course says polycaps. Color correcting stickers, there's really not that many on there, but it's a little misleading at the same time. Just a quick profile look, front, side, and rear with his Gatling gun mounted on the back. As you can see, it sticks up there nicely. Moving on to the articulation, you have a double ball joint in the head, so it actually can sway back and forth a little bit. You do have a higher adjustment as well. Full 360 spin for that outlook. Woo! Oh yeah, I said it, guys, sorry. Moving on to the arms. Not much lift in the arms just because of the bulky shoulders. Some adjustments there because you have an extended ball joint at the shoulder. Allows for that polycap to kind of slide and adjust as well. Double bend there at the elbow as well, and then ball joint here for the holding hands that is currently on. You can see on the shoulder where it opens up, it does have that small little slot there that actually latches in there to hold it sturdy. Same with the chest, they open up both the sides and they have 2 points, so you can see where I pointed at, but they actually keep them well placed in together. That comes in handy for those because the legs do not have that, but we'll get to there in a second. Going to the skirts, you can see it lifts up. You have the option to cut that front there if you want to split it, to give them two different ones. A solid splits for this kit. Honestly, being heavy arms, I expected it to be, well, I guess it is heavy arms and not heavy legs. So, but going on to the actual split, moving on to the legs themselves. Sorry guys, I'm getting on a tangent. You can see the bend going into it. Nice double joint bend at the knee. Some blockage in the back just because that rear skirt does not move, it's stationary. Decent movement in the ankle armor and then nice up and down motion on the feet as well. And then those missiles, of course, open up as well on those legs. Moving on to the hands, you have a pair of holding hands. Then you also have a set of open hands. And I do like the fact that you get two of those. High five, guys. And then moving on to, I call these thumbs up hands. They actually are meant for holding, but I don't think they're designed for this kit. I believe it's for Sandrock. So 2 thumbs way up, which by the way, if you're enjoying this, make sure you hit that thumbs up below. Moving on to the primary weapon here, his Gatling gun. Very large, not much adjustment with it. That nice little cover on there adds to it. And then you have the one articulation point on this where the handle slides out. He can hold it with the other arm as well. And it does sit in there nice. So the interesting thing about this is you actually, to connect it here, you actually have to remove his hand first. You can see there's a slot right there where it slides in, but you actually remove his hand first, and then you slot the actual gun over top of the arm. So it's kind of like he actually has a Gatling arm. It's interesting, very much Evil Dead series. Gotta love the boomstick. Moving on to how this is actually stored onto his back. You have an individual piece that's not connected there, but it just slots into a rectangle peg and then also into a larger one on the back. It holds it firmly on his backpack too, so it sits on there nice. Let's talk about a couple of things I like about this kit. First off, for a very simplistic build, there is actually a decent amount of gimmicks on this with all the opening compartment. I absolutely love it. It's a solid, stout build all the way through, simplistic, not too difficult. I can recommend it for just about anybody. And all the weapons can be stored on the kit as well, including that machete that I did forget to mention in the articulation section, but it just flips out. So moving on to the things that I cannot recommend this kit for everybody. One, I'm going to start off with the red actually marks up quite a bit, so you do have to worry about that. The white has a decent amount of seam lines as well, and those decals right there on the chest, they slide around a lot. This section of the leg came loose for me a lot while I was trying to pose for various things during this shoot. Something that might be just for this specific kit, but something to be aware of as well. So I just feel like this kit is missing a few things to actually make it top-notch quality build. So I'd love to hear what you guys think. Comment below, and until next time, love.